Hey everybody, how's it going today? I hope everybody's enjoying their beautiful Thursday. Today I'm going to be talking about the market pairs. So there's 8 major currency pairs in the market in the foreign exchange that most people are the ones that most people trade. Um, and I'll also tell my personal experience in trading other pairs besides the U.S. dollar, the Great Britain pound, and the euro. And from there, we'll dissect and get to it. So there's 8 major currency pairs in the foreign exchange market: the USD, the Great Britain pound, the New Zealand dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, the Great Britain pound, and the Swiss franc. So these are the most used. They're called the major pairs in the market, and you'll be able to pair them up with other currencies, right? So in the foreign exchange market, all you're doing is devaluing one currency, meaning that you believe that one currency is going to go down while another currency is going to go up, and you place a percentage, a margin size, which we'll go over that in another couple of videos, that basically is going to give you intrinsic value on your initial profit, on your initial base amount. And if it goes up, and if you believed it's going to go up, then you will get profits off the percentages from that. It's called pips. There's other pairs. So the most major pairs that are being traded are the Euro USD, the USD JPY, the Great Britain Pound US dollar, the USD CAD, Australian dollar US dollar, New Zealand dollar US dollar, and used U.S. dollar Swiss franc. The U.S. dollar is the powerhouse for all currency pair or all currency in the world. It has 80% of transactions. It's not out of 100%, but 80% of transactions are U.S. based. Or U.S.-based currencies, the U.S. dollar. The second leading one is the European dollar, which sits at 13%, and if I'm not mistaken, the Japanese yen sits at 8%. So you can see that the trading with currencies that are based with the U.S. dollar is going to have more volatility, more structure, and more able to not necessarily predict the market. Like I say, we're not here to predict the market. We're here to do a speculation of our own personal edge, right? We say, if this happens, then I do this. That's the way that we as speculation investors invest. We're not looking to have a magic genie on the side of our screen saying the market's going to go up 700 pips in the next 4 weeks on the whatever so. Just be aware that if you're trading, they're called exotic pairs. So exotic pairs are basically like the Mexican peso, like the African. I forgot what it's called actually. I'm sorry again. Let me get this. Okay, so like the Mexico peso, the South African dollar, and Hong Kong and Thailand. Those are pairs that have different spreads, or they might cost a little bit different to get in. I mean, all the pairs obviously have a particular amount, lot size that obviously accumulates or equalizes to exactly how much money you're supposed to put in the market to be able to benefit. Obviously, with the leverage you get from your broker if you do leverage trading. But these currency pairs that I just spoke of are the ones that are a little more exotic. They have a lot more fluctuation. I see a lot more choppiness. And they might cost. I know I did a trade on the Mexican peso like about 4 months ago, and for me to do a mini lot, it took a lot more money than it would regularly for me to do like the Great Britain pound and the U.S. dollar. So I definitely not that I obviously want it. If you love trading those pairs, please do so. I just personally focus on the Great Britain pound, the U.S. dollar, the Japanese yen, just because the dynamic structure that I have, right? I want to be able to keep that in tune. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, like people say. So we're going to talk about market size and liquidity. So we talked about the different positions on the market. So the US dollar 80%, euro, actually I'm sorry, it was 39.1%. The Japanese yen is 19%. The Australian dollar is 7.6. The Swiss franc is 6.4. Canadian dollar is 5.3, and then others, like I said, which is like the Thailand, Hong Kong, and so forth. Those are 25%. So all of them put together. So as I said, the US dollar is king, and we're able to make a lot of money because the markets are open 24/7, right? Monday through Thursday, and that's the biggest. That's a great part of it because you're able to trade daily, right? If you have a day job, you come home, you might be a swing trader, you might be having a bigger stop loss, and you're able to execute your trades because you're holding your trades for a longer time. If you're a day trader like I am, I'm looking at 15-minute charts, 1-hour charts. And I'm looking for small pip trend reversal breakouts or retracements, and that's where I catch a lot of my liquidity or a lot of my profit off the 15-minute and the hourly charts. And you just have to, obviously, through repetition. It's all repetition, right? Demo trading was a huge part of how I got into speculation investing full time. Was that I took a lot of time and I really just worked on my edge. I worked on subconsciously, dynamic, or working on my paradigm, and focusing on something that I could do repetition in my sleep. So if I saw a position, I wasn't, kind of scared because I lost 10 trades beforehand. I know that, this is it. This is the part of the business. You are here to make a business decision, and it's for your intrinsic value, right? So if you lost 6 of your last 10 trades, if you have good risk to reward, you would still be break even or a little under, which is okay, right? But you're not going to be, scared or, have anxiety because you've lost, this, and you're able to just be able to press that button, let your computer or let your trade, work its way, and be able to work on other things, or go for a run or go for a jog or whatever, come back, if it closes, it closes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're obviously not. If you're working with hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're not going to be leaving, going for a damn jog. Your ass is going to be right there the whole time. Is going to be trading, and you're going to be damn well, focused. But you're not going to have any emotion with it, right? It's all a detachment. You have to be detached from the market. You got to let the market do what it's going to do, because guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't care how much money you lose. You can lose your mortgage. You can lose your car. You can lose, your everything. It doesn't really matter. So we have to take that into consideration, because it's so easy to wake up and try to make money, but it's someone not telling you what to do. You have to make your own trading edge. You have to be disciplined, right? Have the integrity with yourself to be able to implement this trading edge and be able to every single day consistently work through it, even if you had a bad week or a bad month or a bad couple months, to consistently do that, because eventually, it will all turn around if you are actually doing your due diligence and actually working with the plan. But if you're switching up every single 10-15 seconds, every 10-15 days, oh, that was a bad trading program, or that was a bad software, or that was a bad this and that. How are you going to get anywhere? You're switching up. You're not letting things actually grow, right? You have to look at it from a natural, universal point of view, right? It takes time for things to actually flourish, right? You need to have patience, water your seed, focus, do your due diligence, patience, detachment of the idea of manifestation. Just know it's coming, right? And then boom, it comes, right? This is how I became, a six-figure earner in the foreign exchange market, and was able to, turn a $50,000 account into, a lot, 6 figures. So you are